As a RPG fan, I couldn't contain my excitement when I heard about the release of Persona 3 Reload. Being a remake of a game that made me buy an used PS2 to play it back in the day, my expectations were high. However, I wonder if this remastered version truly lived up to the hype or if it was simply a money grab aimed at nostalgic fans like myself. In this review, I will thoroughly examine the main improvements and shortcomings of Persona 3 Reload, providing you with my opinion of whether this game is worth your time and investment. Graphics and UI. One of the standout improvements in Persona 3 Reload is the enhanced graphics and user interface. The user interface has been completely redesigned with a more modern and intuitive design. This redesign not only enhances the game's aesthetics but also improves the overall usability and ease of use. Navigating through menus and executing battle commands feels smoother and more responsive than ever before. The UI makes the gameplay experience better by smoothly moving between menus and showing visual effects during battles. In addition to the improved UI, the graphics have undergone significant enhancements, resulting in a visually stunning experience. My only complaint is that Reload is now less dark, which was the mood of the first game. It revolved around death and had a more somber atmosphere. However, in the remake, the vibrant colors give the game a more lively and energetic feel. While this may appeal to some players, I personally preferred the darker tone of the original game. No female protagonist. In Persona 3 Portable, we had the opportunity to play as a female protagonist, which brought a new perspective to the game. With a female protagonist, we were able to choose from a variety of dialogue options, engage with team members in fresh ways, participate in sports clubs, and develop unique social connections. These additions made the gameplay even more captivating. However, in Persona 3 Reload, we are limited to playing as the male MC, and as a result, we miss out on these additional features and the chance to experience the game from a different point of view. It would be absolutely fantastic if future versions of the game could once again allow us to play as a female protagonist. Mechanics. This is the main area of improvement compared to Persona 3 and Persona 3 FES. The remake has abandoned the design choice of letting the party members choose their actions instead of the player, which often led to chaotic battles. Another change is the removal of the fatigue feature. For those who have not played the previous games, the fatigue system was a feature that forced the player to constantly rotate their party members. If a character participated in battles too frequently, they would become tired and suffer from debuffs in accuracy, speed, and resistance. The only way to ease this was to let the character out of missions for a couple of days. This may be a downside for players who enjoy a challenge, but trust me, it tends to become annoying quickly. Social links. In Persona 3 and Persona 3 FES, you could end social links if you ignored them for a long time or chose certain dialogue options. In Reload, this feature has been removed and the conditions for reversing social links have been made less strict. This means that although it is still possible to reverse social links, you can proceed through them at your own pace, similar to Persona 4 and 5, making the management of social links less stressful. Know the answered chapter. I must express my disappointment with Atlus's decision. It feels like a cheap move on their part, as they had the opportunity to include this chapter in the reloaded version of the game. I see two possible explanations for this omission. Either they chose not to include it in order to release it as a DLC later, or they simply didn't bother to include it at all. No matter the reason, it's definitely a big mistake by Atlus. Conclusion. The addition of new social links and events is a highly anticipated and exciting enhancement to the game. Furthermore, Persona 3 Reloaded offers not only a visually stunning presentation, but also significant improvements to the user interface and mechanics. The enhanced UI ensures a smoother and more intuitive gameplay experience, allowing players to easily navigate through menus and access game features. Additionally, the improved mechanics contribute to a more refined and balanced gameplay, providing players with a sense of satisfaction and mastery as they progress through the game. Is it worth it? Absolutely. Whether you're a fan of the series or new to Persona 3, these improvements make it a great choice for any player seeking a visually stunning and excellent RPG experience. Unfortunately, some missing content prevents this version from being the definitive edition. However, I believe this is the best version of the game and it should be played. Please let me know in the comments if you agree with me. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.